Hello YouTube and universe, Moro here and welcome back to Scarstar Productions where we bring you everything new on your favorite brands like Power Rangers, Beyblades, and more. And today we're looking at the new reveals for Beyblade X. But before we begin, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification so you don't miss another video like this. Thank you. Now, usually we will start out in the order that the BX comes out in, but let's start with something different. Let's start off with the CroCro magazine, Prize Bay Phoenix Feather. And I just gotta say, it looks amazing. Even though it's kind of like a version of Drawn Sword, I think I like Phoenix Feather better. And all in all, I gotta say, it's a pretty cool design in my opinion. And if you want to give it its stock combo, because it's just gonna be the blade, there is nothing else that's gonna come in the magazine. But if you want the stock combo, you have to get the starter set that has the red Drawn Sword in it, so you can get the full combo. But now that we got Phoenix Feather out the way, let's get to the actual reveals. Starting off with BX-22, it's basically just an entry set for those who are just getting into Beyblade X. And it's just like a re-release of Drawn Sword, essentially. Nothing much to say about it, though it does come with a new kind of launcher, which is just basically one of those dimmed-down launchers that don't really do much. And I just gotta say, if you're just getting Beyblade X, that's the perfect thing you would get. Now, after BX-22, we have BX-23 Phoenix Wings, and I just gotta say, wow, this looks amazing. Now, the owner of Phoenix Wing is Bert Fashirara, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, I don't really know how to speak Japanese. But I gotta say, he seems like a cool character, and he will be the leader of Team Yggdrasil. But moving back to Phoenix Wing, and I just have to say, wow, I like that they actually made the blades red instead of just using silver like the rest of the X-Bays. It kind of reminds me of Cobalt Drake. All in all, I gotta say, the blade looks amazing. Moving on to its ratchet, the ratchet is 960, and I just gotta say, it looks pretty cool for having 9 blades and all. Though it does look like a glorified version of 360 if I'm being honest, but all in all, pretty good ratchet to go with a pretty amazing blade. And finally, we have the bit. And for the bit, we have Gear Flat. And I have to say, I never expected a bit that looks like this. The bit is basically just the gear itself, without anything else. But it does look pretty cool, and it seems to be a pretty tight fit, so it won't burst easily. And when you put that all together, that makes Phoenix Wings. But moving on to the next release, we have BX-23 Random Booster Volume 2. Now, I like the selection of bays that come from these, but I don't know how to feel about most of the colors, because I think they could have done some things differently to improve it. But starting off, let's start with Leon Claw. Now, I like that it's a red version of Leon Claw because it kind of reminds me of a red line, which seems cool in concept, but not really good on paper. And I just have to say, they could add some yellow to it to give it some flavor, some pop, if you know what I mean. The next recolor we have is a purple Knight's Lance, and I have to say, it looks amazing, like a dark knight that you will have to fight in a dungeon or something. But I have to say, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. After the Nine Lance, we have a purple Wizard Arrow, and oh man, that looks amazing. And I just don't know what to say about it. It's just pops. It's amazing. I even like how it has a white rim right under the faceplate of the bay. But other than the colors, it's just another basic Wizard Arrow, and I think this is like the 10th or 12th version of Wizard Arrow already. And speaking of multiple recolors in a short amount of time, we have a blue Viper Tail. And it looks okay, in my opinion. It just doesn't bring anything out that I would like, in my opinion. But hey, that means more bays for more competitions. Moving on from Viper Tail, we have the second prize bay, Wyvern Gale. Now, Wyvern Gale is a completely new blade, and I gotta say, I love it. I really do. Hopefully it's a stamina type just like its first prize counterpart. Now, we don't know any of the parts that are gonna come on these bays, so hopefully it will be stamina type. But moving on to the prize bay, we have Wyvern Gale 580 Globe, and I have to say, it really does pop now that it's not yellow. I really love the shade of green that has red in the middle of it. Now, the owner of this bay in the manga is Kaldovar. Basically, he is the exam leader, and you have to battle him in last 30 seconds to pass to the next round. And I have to say, it's the perfect bay for him since his bay is a stamina type. Moving on to the part breakdown, we're only going to talk about the blade and the bit because we already know a whole lot about 580. Now for the blade, Wyvern Gale, it's just like the yellow one that we just talked about, so nothing much really to say. But for the bit, we have a new bit called Globe, and it seems to be a rounded tip just like Ball, but a little more hefty, if you know what I mean. But hey, I think it will go good for any stamina combos out there. And other than that, that's really it for the random booster, guys. Moving on to the next release, we have BX-25, the case. Now, this case is made for those who like to store their bays, and so they won't pick up any dust or anything. Or you could use it to take it on the go if you find any tournaments out there. And I gotta say, I like the design for it. All in all. Now, if you open up the case, you have room for 6 bays, a Beyblade Battle Pass, a launcher, and 6 bits. You can also put one of your grips in one of the pouches that are up there so you can have everything on the go with you. And I have to say, I might buy it because I'm looking for new tournaments to go to. If you want to know how you can get all these bays right now, they're right on pre-order on baysandbreaks.com. It has bays for every generation, so you can pick whatever you want, and they're all for good prices. But other than that, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification so you don't miss another video like this. And comment down below what you want to see next. Thank you, and see you all next time.